Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hanksters, Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. During the next 7 to 8 minutes of this video presentation, we are going to go over our buying process. So if you're already familiar with our process or you've watched our videos in the past, please feel free to fast forward to today's vehicle presentation. In Daytona Beach, we have a 25,000 square foot facility where we house 60 to 70 collector cars, all of which we own. Hanksters.com. We are an internet-based business. We have 80 to 100 photographs on our website of each vehicle, along with a 20 to 25 minute video presentation. The reason we have this content on our website is because the majority of the transactions we conduct month after month and year after year are done sight unseen. Yes, people wire us money for $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 cars without ever coming to look at them. However, I do not encourage that you do this. Classic cars, they're awesome, nostalgic, have great looks, get a lot of compliments, a lot of eyeball, a lot of appeal. But they're 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. They are not that brand new car that you're going to go get from your Ford or Dodge dealer or Chevrolet dealership. They all have flaws, deficiencies, weaknesses, tendencies, some of which we try to disclose in our video presentation and in our photos on our website. I encourage you to come in person to check out the car for yourself. We would gladly pull the car outside for you. You can check out the paint condition, interior condition, real good out in the natural light. You can pop the hood, you can pop the trunk, look the car real good with your own eyes. We have 2 twin post lifts here in our Daytona showroom. We'd be more than happy to put the car in air for you if you'd like us to. You can check out the undercarriage, the suspension components, the bottom of the motor, the bottom of the transmission, the floor pan condition, the tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how the car stops, starts, steers, accelerates, how the transmission shifts, how the ride feels, if there's any noises you don't like, if there's any kind of vibrations or anything like that you do not like. This way, when the vehicle shows up to you wherever you're at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself in its entirety. In our photo shoots and in our video presentations, we try to represent each vehicle as honestly and as accurately as we possibly can and offer full transparency. However, we can only cover so much content in a 20-minute video presentation, and this is why we encourage you guys to come in person and check the car out for yourself. What happens next? Once you decide on your classic ride, where do we go from here? If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and bank wire transfer. And if you're coming to visit us in person, you want to bring us cash, we'll take that too. That does still spend today, believe it or not. Maybe you don't have the cash to buy one of these cars. What are my financing options? We work with a few different collector car lenders that offer terms on these vehicles. The terms start at 5 years and they go up to 15 years. Approval is going to be based on your credit bureau, debt to income ratio, time on the job, time at your residence, price of the car, things like that. I discussed 15-year term. They aren't going to do 15 years on a $25,000 car. There is price cutoffs for that 15-year approval, and obviously you have to qualify on the credit end. The loans from the lenders are simple interest loans, which means if your payment's $500 a month and you pay $800 a month, the extra $300 goes towards principal. Also, no prepayment penalty. So if you get approved for an 8-year term, which is about the average approval term, and you pay it off in 12 months, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. So that makes it nice to own one of these classics also. Short-term money loans, you can do that. And then you can pull money out of your home equity line or your 401k or pull cash out of the bank, whatever the circumstances that you have are. Once the vehicle is paid for, what happens? The car goes through a pre-delivery inspection process. We sell old cars. Anything can stop working, anything can start leaking at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. We torque the lug nuts, we check the tire pressure, we check the fluid levels, make sure the AC is blowing cold if it's equipped, make sure your brake lights work, your horn works, your wipers work, all of that stuff. Once it's green lighted and the guys say it's good to go, then we detail it. After it goes through detail, a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. We can typically have a truck here within 48 hours. However, If you're in a more rural or remote destination, or a holiday falls in there, or maybe you're on the West Coast where they do fewer runs because of obviously the travel distance, it may take 3, 4, 5 business days to get a truck here, but I promise you, we know you're excited to get your ride. We are excited we earned your business as a customer. We will get you your vehicle as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. If you're the one handling the shipping, let's say you're sending your own carrier, or you're coming with your own enclosed or open transport, or you're driving the car home because you're close enough, we'll let you know when the vehicle is ready and you can come pick the vehicle up. That about covers our purchasing process here at Hankster's Hot Rods of Daytona. So let's get started with today's vehicle presentation. I love it when we have weeks like this, and what I mean by that is when we have day after day with consecutive pieces of inventory that are going to generate a lot of activity, a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, a lot of emails. It makes our job really fun. We have a Chevelle today. The Chevelles are extremely hot, whether it's a 66, a 70, or what we have today, which is a 1969. And it's a big block car, and there's a lot going for it, so let's check it out. 396, chrome valve covers, air breather, air filter, a lot of cool stuff underneath the hood. This kind of like a resto mod type deal. It's got a Sniper EFI that we'll show you on the test drive. That big gold contraption in the back on the driver's side firewall is your power brake booster. The car does not only have power brakes, but they are 4-wheel power disc brakes. Power steering. Power steering, 4-wheel disc brakes, cowl tag present. You can break that down if you choose to. It's on our website. We have a picture of that. Nicely dressed under the hood. Wires run all neatly. Sniper EFI mounted on the passenger side firewall. Looking good. As is the rest of the car. So, the paint is one of those tricky paints. It's an expensive paint. It's probably like a House of Colors paint would be my guess. So when the car's out in the, I personally classify the color as like a black cherry. When it's out in the sun, it has several different variations of cherry, brown, black. It's a cool paint job, and I guarantee this paint job's over 10 grand. Lots of color, lots of clear, good stuff going for the paint on this car, and we'll show you that throughout the entire video presentation. Front bumper, so let me tell you something. We bought this car, the gentleman we bought this car was in the process of restoring it. We've owned it now for a couple months. We finished the restoration. It's not something we normally do here at Hankster's, but the reason I'm telling you this story is because the front and rear bumpers are brand new. We put them on there because when we got the car, it didn't have any. So front bumper's brand new, rear bumper's brand new, therefore the chrome's fantastic. SS396 in the center of the grille represents the motor that is underneath the hood. Let's take a walk around to the driver's side of the car. Body lines are fantastic. Paint on the car is fantastic. You can see you have US mag wheels. Looking through the slots, you can see the rotors for your disc brakes. So looking at the fender here on the driver's side, no issues whatsoever with the paint. Paint quality on the top, bottom, center, everything real good. It has like a ghost stripe here. It is vinyl, a black vinyl ghost stripe down the side of the car, which gives the car another cool accent. Can't really see it in here in the lighting, but you get it outside and you can see it. It pops, makes the car pop, color pop, stripe pop. It's nice. Front windshield on the car, real nice clarity. No cracks, no chips, anything like that going on. The color up top here on the roof is real nice as well. Colors laid uniform, clears laid uniform. There's no debris in the paint. There's no moisture in the paint when it was being painted. So if you get moisture on your metal when you're painting, it usually shows up as little like bubbles in the paint, and there are none of those on the roof here. There is a little scratch up top here of some sort. Not sure how it got there. It's very faint. You can't see it from 2 feet away, but you can see it if you get up close on the car. Somebody didn't know what they were doing with a install tool as far as the drip rail molding here on the driver's side. It's a little rough, so that's going on too. It does have dual chrome mirrors, one on the driver door, one on the passenger door, and those are both in excellent condition. The driver door Gaps are good. They're nice and uniform from the top of the fender to the bottom. And then at the rear quarter, same thing. The door fits nice and flush to the rocker. And there's no issues on the paint whatsoever at the bottom of the door. It's nice throughout the entirety of the driver door there. So what we're talking about when we're talking about down low, you know, you're looking for paint, blisters, cracks, spider webs, subpar workmanship in paint or the body work in terms of Bondo blisters, stuff like that. Nothing going on with that at the bottom of this vehicle on the driver's side door. Or any of the car for that matter, but we'll show you the rest of the car as we proceed through the video here. Looking into the driver's side of the car, door panel, brand new. Like I said, you'll see many portions of this car from the undercarriage to under the motor to the interior that either are brand new or look brand new because the restoration is definitely recent. Looking into the back seat area here, no issues in terms of vinyl tear, discoloration, fading, anything like that. The carpeting underneath the floor mat there on the driver's side rear is good. No discoloration or rips and tears. Seat backs, Chevelle seat backs look to be pretty good. Headliner in newer condition. Take a look in the front of the car here. Driver's seat, same deal. Seat belts up front, no tears in the vinyl, no discoloration. Nice seats. Center console, Tremec 5-speed in the car. So it is a 5-speed transmission. There you have your Sniper EFI box program module there mounted in front of the shifter. Chevelle floor mats. Carpeting underneath the floor mat. Look up at the center hump there. It's good. Look at the bottom of the driver's side floor. It's good. Floor mats in it are brand new. We put those in there. The chrome balls in the dash, those are brand new. It's got an aftermarket steering wheel, kind of a resto mod, you know, looking steering wheel. Nice dash pad. We'll check out the car a little further from the interior perspective when we're actually on test drive. Let's take a look at the rear quarter. Not only is the paint real nice, but also the body lines are real nice. So first we'll show you low on the rear quarter, in front of and behind the rear wheel. By the way, before we pass too far along the rear wheel, look at the chrome on the rear wheels. You know, again, the wheels are brand new. A lot of money spent on this car. For what you're going to pay for this car from us, you probably could add 25 grand to that number and you probably couldn't still restore this car for that amount of money. Glass clarity on the rear window glass looks good. Chrome looks good. Hat rack, speaker shelf area looks good. Top of the seats there, everything looks good from my perspective. Deck lid. Let's look at the deck lid fitment and the paint. Again, I don't know if you guys can really, probably not, you know, this fluorescent lighting has always kind of sucked. It gives you a lot of glare and casts a lot of shadows, but the paint is just so cool. And like I said, we're going to spend a little extra time here out in the sunshine, maybe do a couple extra pans outside just to show you the paint quality on this car. It's really cool. Sniper EFI badge there on the deck lid, or I'm sorry, on the rear valance on the driver's side. Dual exhaust chrome tips. I told you to chrome on the rear bumper is brand new front bumper, brand new rear bumper, brand new chrome tips. Check out the trunk itself and look at the deck lid fitment. It fits nice to both rear quarters and the gaps are even. In the trunk, it's pretty simple. Just a trunk mat and the trunk itself. No jack, no spare. So somebody's actually got our trunk mat spun around the wrong way. So let me spin that the right way for you. Not sure who did that, but it wasn't me, I'll tell you that. There's where your jack and your spare would go. So, you know, it's not there. We didn't take it out, I promise you. We didn't get one. So therefore, you don't get one. So when you're looking at a classic car, you know, A couple things. First, you want to look at your body lines, which on this car, in my opinion, are 9.5 out of 10. I mean, they don't get much better. You want to look at your structural integrity. This car has brand new floor pans. We'll show you that in a couple minutes here. You know, no Bondo blisters, pops, any kind of waves down low around the wheels. And then the last thing you really want to be concerned with is your mechanical performance. You know, so you got structural integrity, mechanical performance, and then your body lines and fitment and overall panel fitment. And this car has all that going for it. Then lastly, when you're buying a classic car, is all your cosmetic stuff, which that's usually the lesser, the expensive stuff to kind of try to fix sometimes. Low down here on the rear quarters, driver's side, passenger side, everything's real nice. Drop downs from the roof to the rear quarters, also real nice. No issues there. Drip barrel moldings on the passenger side, a little better than they are on the driver's side. You do have another small dimple dent up here. Let's check out the passenger side interior. Once again, the door panels, hopefully you can pick up in the still photos and in the video presentation that they're newer. Chevelle floor mats, brand new. Passenger side seat, you can see, real nice quality. Center console's in nice condition. You got that deep dive Hurst shifter there, 5-speed. Cool looking car inside and out. So, pan the bottom of the door here on the driver's side, passenger side. What I was going to say is, when you pan the door on the passenger side, it's the same as the driver's side. Paint's real nice down there, no issues going on. No issues at the bottom of the fender. You know, look at, again, we'll get you one last shot here of the wheels. Chrome's magnificent, you know. What a cool car. 1969 Chevrolet, big block Chevelle. Tremec 5-speed, power steering, power brakes, Sniper EFI, House of Colors paint. Good stuff. There's a lift. We're going to throw it up in the air. I'm going to show you those brand new floor pans and a lot of the tubular control arms. A lot of stuff going on underneath this 1969 big block Chevelle. And then we're going to do the fun part, which is take it out and drive it. Underneath our 1969 Chevelle, a lot of cool stuff underneath here. First of all, there are disc brakes up front. Fancy chrome oil pan. We'll take a look. Let's look at the front of the pan here so you can see that it's all relatively new stuff. I mean, look at the chrome on that oil pan. It's reflective. You can see my hand in it. There's no rusting or pitting on it. It tells you it's definitely new. Cross members in good shape. Not much you can see on the rear of the pan once you pass the cross member. There's a mini starter on this side. You can see, look at those oil pan bolts. See how nice they are, how new they look? Same thing with the mini starter. That's a brand new starter there. Headers, good both sides. There is a little bit of a scrape here. These headers do sit very low to the ground, so be aware of that when you're going over railroad tracks and speed bumps. Tubular front control arms with coil over front suspension here. So a lot of upgrades to this vehicle. 5-speed Tremec. Your cross member that supports the tranny up's in nice shape. Floor pans on this car look brand new. They were done. You can tell, you can see the seam up here where somebody put new ones in. They're one solid piece all the way back. No sectioning, no patching, no silicone, no tiger hair, and whatever else people are using these days to try to patch up pans. But these ones are in real good shape. The e-brakes hooked up here. The exhaust system's brand new. Got Flowmaster mufflers, brand new pipes, good welds. Wow, this is a pretty awesome car. Disc brakes in the rear too, 4-wheel disc brakes on our 69 Chevelle. Gas tank's in good shape. Also looks new. And then you got that fancy chrome 12-bolt rear end housing there to go with that fancy chrome oil pan. Low profile tires, plenty of tread left before the wear bars, and then of course no dry rotting or cracking between the treads. Tips, by the way, we did the exhaust system on the car, so it's brand new along with the tips. The reason we did it is because we bought the car, it was about 90% done, so there were some things that we finished up. So it is a recent restoration, although I don't have any documentation on the car. So frame rails, you can see look good here. There's your passenger side frame rail, driver's side frame rail. Everything looks real good. Nothing cut, sectioned, welded, holes, bends, nothing like that going on. This car has a couple ponies, meaning a lot of horsepower. So let's drop it down on the ground, take it out, and we will show you that portion of the video right now. This is what you would call a muscle car. Horn, wipers, driver's side turn. 74,841 is the mileage on the odometer. Title reads exempt. Passenger side turn. Gas gauge works. Idiot lights, no external gauges. Sniper EFI. Idling nicely, not stalling out. Listen to this thing. Yeehaw. Let's go drive it. Well, we will not be able to hit 5th gear today because this thing is a monster. I don't know how many horsepower it's pushing, but let me tell you, I drive a lot of cars, and when I mean a lot of cars, I'm telling you a lot of cars, and this thing has some horsepower. Look at how nice it's tracking. Speedo works and it's accurate. No engine vibration, no tranny vibration. Look at how nice and steady the shifter is. One finger on the wheel. I mean, if you are not in the market for a muscle car, do not buy this car. If you are in the market for an awesome muscle car with great body lines, great paint, strong ass motor, suspension upgrades, tranny upgrades, then you might want to consider buying this 69 Chevelle. This is a badass car. You won't be losing many races in this one. Let me show you the brakes here. 4-wheel disc. No pulling, no vibration, no pulsation, none of that. My foot is not on the throttle. We're idling nicely. We're not stalling out. We're not overheating. Gonna let hopefully a little bit of traffic pass here. I'm gonna pull past the crosswalk. That's 4th gear, 70 coming down. 55 miles an hour. No tire shimmy, no alignment issues. Once again, no engine vibration, tranny vibration, no vibration of the steering wheel, no popping out of gear. Plenty of horsepower. You can bust the tires loose in every single gear if you wanted to. This thing's producing a lot of horsepower. I do not know exactly how much. I have not dynoed the car, but it'll get the job done. Awesome, awesome 69 Chevelle that we have here for you at Hankster's Hot Rods in Daytona Beach. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone number here. I'm certain this car will generate a lot of excitement, a lot of activity. At full retail price, our 69 Chevelle includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good on the internal components of the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. We do not cover oil pan gasket leaks, valve cover gasket leaks, batteries, starters, alternators, tires, brakes. Those are all wear and tear items. It's part of the responsibility of owning a classic car. But we do cover major mechanical breakdowns such as internal engine, transmission, and rear end components. The warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States, which is most that are independent and franchised, as well as your dealerships. You just can't take it to your buddy Bob at work that says he's a General Motors expert and he knows big blocks like the back of his hand, because it's not going to work. Is the price of our 69 Chevelle negotiable? It most certainly is. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only, so you don't have to bother asking that question. Also, the shipping comes off. At full retail price, we handle the entire shipping process. We handle arranging the pickup. We handle arranging the delivery. We handle the payment to the driver. We keep track of the shipment to make sure it's on time. At a negotiated cost, you will take care of all that legwork on your own. Maybe you're into GMs or just muscle cars in general, or awesome cars. You have your own open or unclosed trailer, you're more than welcome to come trailer this car home. We just had a guy do it Saturday with a 69 Camaro out of Illinois. And if you're local to us here in the Sunshine State, you can come drive the 69 Chevelle home. Hankster's Hot Rods is located in Daytona Beach, Central Florida. Once again, our website is hanksters.com. We would love to earn your business. Get yourself a nice muscle car, 1969 Chevelle. Hanksters.com. Check us out.